We turn next tonight to the other news. Last-minute negotiations over the fragile Israeli-Hamas ceasefire deal, with the fate of those hostages, Americans among them, hanging in the balance now. Infighting in Israel among lawmakers. The vote was moved today. Here's our chief foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell, with what he's learned in Tel Aviv.
Tonight, the US insisting the fragile ceasefire hostage deal will start as planned on Sunday, despite intense infighting inside the Israeli government.
After more than 400 days of struggle, a day of success has arrived.
After a tense day of last-minute negotiations, the Israeli cabinet expected to vote on the deal as soon as tomorrow. Inside Gaza, the bombing hasn't stopped. More than 80 Palestinians killed in Israeli strikes since the deal was announced, according to the Gaza Health Ministry. The Biden administration criticised by some for its support of Israel's war. At the State Department today, a rare moment of protest.
Get your hands off me! Get your hands off me!
As outgoing Secretary of State Antony Blinken was thanking the press. Security dragging an independent reporter and activist out of the briefing room.
Criminal! Why aren't you in The Hague? Why aren't you in The Hague?
The anger also coming from families of Israeli hostages.
Every night for 467 days, people have come here to protest against the Netanyahu government. Tonight, the chance is very simple. Bring them home and sign the deal.
Phase 1 of the agreement will see the release of 33 hostages, including Americans Sagi Dekelchen and Keith Siegel, in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. Keith and his wife Aviva kidnapped by Hamas on October 7th. Aviva was freed more than a year ago. Now Keith's brother Lee anxiously awaiting his return.
I can't allow myself to raise expectations until I'm giving Keith a hug.
For many Gazans like Tala Imad Herdzala, hope.
After a year and 3 months of pain, of suffering, of death and blood, it's time to say this is the end.
David, Israel accusing Hamas of reneging on parts of the agreement, something Hamas denies. But there's also politics here as Netanyahu tries to keep his government together. But tonight, the hostage families accusing the government of unnecessary delays. David?
I know you're going to be watching this very closely, Ian. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night.